We've officially been using the QBZ since pretty much the first month into the game. People have been sleeping on this gun for so long, man. I've been saying like the QBZ is like just nasty. It's honestly like a better Maddox from Black Ops 4. Shout out to people that have been playing that game. Just because of the current meta change in the pro scene, I thought it's a good idea to go over the QBZ stats real quick with you guys. The setup rather. And the reason is because, like I said, people have been sleeping on this gun for the longest time, and it's like the best flex gun in the game. I don't understand how people have not been using it. As you can see, my score per minute is 1135, and it just keeps it keeps rising. It's like I think I'm averaging like 1500 score per TDM match. So let's get into the class setup. There's two different routes that you can go. Obviously, there's the 5 attachment setup, and you load up on perks, and this is personally my favorite go-to setup if I want to wreck. If I'm going for the high kill, high KD, high score per minute gameplays, high damage gameplays, this is what I use primarily, and the reason is because you can load up on perks that can help you read the crappy spawns that we have in this game. And I honestly feel like Ninja and Ghost are a must in this game. If you don't have Ninja and Ghost, you're probably at a disadvantage off the bat. But anyway, I digress. Let's go through the class setup real quick. So primary weapon, QBZ, obviously it's my absolute baby. No optic. People complain about the optic on this gun for some odd reason. It's super clean. You can see through it like across the freaking map. I actually prefer not to use sights on this gun. I feel like it kind of throws me off. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents, I guess. As far as the muzzle, you can either go with the agency suppressor or infantry compensator. These are interchangeable. The SOCOM's not bad either, but I would, like I said, I would stick with infantry or agency suppressor. SOCOM if you want to kind of just mess around with it, but like I said, pretty much any of these would do. The only reason I kind of avoid the SOCOM is because it gives you 10% horizontal recoil, and that's like the one thing that you want to avoid. The gun primarily kicks vertically, which is nice, but at least in infantry you get like 8% horizontal, whereas agency doesn't give you any of that. It just hurts your bullet velocity and bullet damage, but that doesn't matter because we're gonna use the Ranger, which compensates greatly for the bullet velocity loss that we're losing because of the agency suppressor. But if you're worried about the range, just don't, trust me. And you can go through the videos that I've been posting, and I'm mapping people with this gun, no problem. I'm taking gunfights against LMG players, stoner, crit players. I've been wrecking them, and this is in league play as well. So if you're worried about it, because this gun has such great mobility, you don't have to worry about it. And like I said, it's just like a perfect flex gun. You don't have to treat it as a main AR. It's like a perfect in-between of an SMG and an assault rifle. For Underbarrel, this is a staple across all ARs and SMGs for that matter. Field Agent Grip, it just gets rid of pretty much all of your horizontal recoil and vertical recoil, and this is exactly why I think Infantry Compensator is actually not a bad choice with this, because we're using this grip. SFOD is surprisingly enough not terrible on this gun either, because like I said, the gun primarily kicks vertically. So if you wanted to go for the high movement, kind of like the fast sprint type of gameplay, you can use that as well. But like I said, no problems with the movement speed of this gun whatsoever, so I've been just rocking the Field Agent Grip. For the handle, this is kind of like a personal choice in my opinion. A lot of the pros are using the airborne elastic wrap, and that's primarily because they prone shoot. I personally think that prone shooting in this game is absolutely horrendous, so I just avoid it by all means. I do crouch shoot quite often, but the reason why I prefer the Serpent Grip is because I feel like an additional 5% increase in my ADS time is not really worth losing the shooting move speed, because strafe speed in this game is pretty slow as is. So try to avoid it, because I feel like if I go with airborne, it just makes me feel like I'm walking in mud, if that makes sense. So I just try to avoid it from that perspective. And you know, if you're wondering about flinch resistance, trust me on this, there's no flinch on this game. Like, how many of you have been just gunned by a sniper rifle that they've put like 2-3 bullets in? Because there's just no flinch in this game, which reduces the skill gap. Because if there was flinch, everybody would be using this, and including myself, I would be using this because of flinch resistance. But like I said, there's really no flinch in this game to begin with. You don't need it, trust me. Stock, Raider stock, this is a must on every class setup. Like, pretty much literally any gun that you pick in this game, you need the last stock, may it be Raider or whatever it's called for the Russian versions of the guns. It just simply because it gives you the sprint out time. The sprint out time is like the primary focus. And if you're worried about hip fire, you really shouldn't be hip firing with an assault rifle anyway. So that's one of them. That's one of the main reasons why. But like I said, the sprint out time and the aiming walk move speed is just insanely high with this attachment, so you have to use it. Any other YouTuber that tells you to use anything else, they're garbage, and I'm willing to put money down that their stats are probably not good as mine. So trust me on this, listen to what I have to say. I know what I've been doing. Like, I've been top 500 in pretty much every single Call of Duty that's ever come out, so I know how to play Call of Duty. Okay, so now let's go through, we'll just make one. What a 10 attachment variant of this would be. Oh, I got a new one. Let's just go. So why not? I'm gonna get rid of all the attachments here. Optics, like I said, I just don't like optics on this gun because the iron sights are so clean, and it honestly makes me feel like I shoot better, but it's completely personal preference. If you were to use one, my opinion is that the Microflex is a better option in comparison to the Reflex. Like I said, that's also personal preference. There's really no right and wrong in this scenario. Muzzle, like I said, infantry or agency suppressor. Barrel, ranger, body. If you wanted to go with hip fire, just go with the first one because it has no other penalties. Anything that hurts your aim down sights or sprint out time, just avoid it. Don't be a noob. Don't put crappy attachments on your gun. What are you doing? Just put a regular. Oh, I forgot to change my perk to gunfighter. Now we can go back. Underbarrel. This is a must. You could go for the SFOD or Bruiser, but like I said, just if you want to hit your shots and if you're playing against sweaty people, because as you progress in this game and you get better, the game's going to somehow punish you and just put you with sweatier and sweatier kids. But you know what? That doesn't matter, because we're going to practice and come out on top, essentially on top of all the enemies that we have slayed. Wow. Anyway, 40 round magazine, because it has no downsides. The reload speed on this gun is fantastic as is. Serpent grip, like I said, you can swap this with airborne if you're gonna prone shoot, but it's up to you. And Raider stock is a must. Damn, and that's your 10 attachment or 9 attachments in my case. Also, if you don't want to be one of those people, you can always just take off the body, because laser sights are kind of frowned upon. And then you can just opt out for an 8 attachment weapon. So with that, I'm gonna end this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, please do subscribe and like the video. It helps the algorithm of YouTube going, and trust me, I feel like there's so much garbage out there on YouTube on recommendations on class setups to be used and clickbaity stuff with people's faces going in every freaking video like they're about to like poop their pants or something. I don't understand what kind of human behavior that is, but like I said, this is my 2 cents. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you all have a fantastic day, afternoon, evening, whenever it may be that you're watching this video, and that's it. Peace.